What is up guys? Welcome to Kaicreative and to another filmmaking video. My name is Kai Song and today we are talking about how you can get super smooth camera movement from your handheld shots. So anyone that's watched my video content in the past will know that I'm an absolute stickler for using things like tripods, sliders, gimbals, glide cams, and jibs. Anything to stabilize the shots. I've even done a top 10 tips video where I've specifically told first-time filmmakers to never, ever shoot freehand video. Ever. But the truth is that even I sometimes have to break this rule and film without the help of any supporting kit. Now the reasons for this vary, but it's mainly down to the fact that something is happening over there that needs to be filmed and I'm over here with all my equipment and I can't easily take my supporting kit with me. For example, at a wedding, the groom has planned a surprise firework display for the bride that I know nothing about, and my current A cam is a C100 mounted to a massive tripod, so that's not going anywhere. And my B cam is a 5D Mark IV, nice and light, but currently set up on a slider. Also, there are about 200 guests between me and the bridal party that I have to try and squeeze through to get to this firework display. Now I can't drag my slider with me through the crowd, so I have to dismount the 5D Mark IV, squeeze through to the location. Of course, now I don't have any supporting kit with me, so I have to shoot freehand. And shooting freehand is what we're going to demonstrate today with our camera. So first of all, the technique that you want to use for this is to make sure that you're holding your camera with both hands. First of all, have your right hand firmly grasp the camera body, while your left hand balances the weight out by supporting the lens. Now I like to take a stance where I hold the camera as if I'm aiming a rifle at a target. So both of my elbows are tucked into my sides, tense up those biceps and completely lock up the upper body and twist from your torso. Now from this point forward, I try my best to use the most subtle movement possible to get smooth shots that I can correct later in post-production. As mentioned before, all of this movement now comes from my torso. This can either be panning side to side or moving closer or further away from a subject of interest. Now, one of the things that can make a massive difference in these types of circumstances are image stabilized lenses, or simply IS lenses. So most of the L lenses that I own are image stabilized, and I will generally keep this stabilization on even when I'm using supporting pieces of kit such as glide cams, sliders and jibs. With essential handheld shots, these are absolutely 100% necessary. Just don't forget to turn the IS on, otherwise your shots are going to look very shaky indeed. So an additional thing that you can do when you're trying to do smooth movement with your camera is to put the strap around your neck and have this as a third point of contact. So now you're holding it with your right hand, your left hand is firm on the lens for your control and stability. And then as you film, you want to make sure that you pivot from the waist. And the key again is subtle movement in this. Another thing that you can use in post-production with your shaky footage, if you edit with Adobe Premiere Pro or After Effects, is the warp stabilizer. Simply find the warp stabilizer effect in the effects section and then drop it onto the shaky footage that you want to stabilize. It will take some time analyzing the clip, and this will depend on how long the piece of footage is. When it's done, it will hopefully have transformed your shaky footage into a smooth, usable piece of content. Be warned though, the warp stabilizer is not a magic piece of software that will fix all your shaky footage problems. If there is too much shake, the effect the warp stabilizer adds can actually look a lot worse and more distracting than simply including the original footage. Other things that people like to do to reduce the shake introduced by handheld shots is to film in slow motion. These higher frame rates will generally help to smooth out shake from handheld shots. So that's my quick tips video on how you can get those unplanned handheld shots looking extra smooth for your video productions. If you found this content useful, then please do share it. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe and check out the other awesome content that we have here on the channel. In the meantime, stay creative, imagine, implement, and inspire, and I'll see you guys next time on Kaicreative.